Hi, my name is Dan Hauptman, and I'm one of your instructional coaches in the Palmdale School District. And welcome to video one, scheduling and securing a Google Meet. So as you can see, I'm in Google Calendar, and this is where I start when I create all of my meetings. And I can do that a couple ways. One, I can start by hitting the big plus button in Calendar and creating an event. Or if I know that I'm going to have my meeting start at a certain time, say 8 o'clock, and it's going to go to 9:30, I can click and drag, and you can see it opens up that meeting where I need it to be, and I can start working on my meeting from there. So the first thing I'm going to do is give my meeting a name, Meet with Dan. And from there, it's time to create the meeting itself. So the first step of creating that meeting is I'm going to add Google Meet video conferencing to the meeting. And as you can see, it already gives a link. And there's a big join with Google Meet information there. And now I have a meeting attached to the event. From here, we're going to take a look at the video call options, and we do that with the settings button. And so we're going to start with the host controls. So from here, this is where we deal with who the hosts are and what all the rights are to all the people that join the meeting. So you want to give yourself the host management, so that needs to be turned on. Share their screen. If you want students or whoever you're meeting with to share their screen during the meeting, this is where you would turn it on and turn it off. Now you can edit this during the meeting, and that's super easy, and I'll show you that in a different video. The reactions or the emojis that you can send off during the meeting, you can turn those on or off. I'm going to go ahead and turn them off for now. Chat moderation, I'm going to keep that off. You can always turn that on during the meeting as well. So those are the control tabs. The next one is the access. So open access means that anybody can access your meeting. Trusted allows district students in automatically, while restricted forces uninvited guests to, say, knock, for example, basically showing that they are trying to get in, but they're being restricted from that happening. Open means that no one has to ask and they can go right into the meeting. Now, this one right here, anyone with the meeting link can ask to join. With the trusted, means that anyone who has the link can ask, but the trusted will be let in automatically. Attendance, I usually leave on. This is what allows me to take up the attendance of who's joined my meeting. And lastly, let contributors share add-on activities. I usually turn that off. That doesn't allow students to use any of the add-ons in Google Meet. From there, we can go to the waiting room. The waiting room is exactly what it sounds like, just like in a Zoom meeting. It puts guests in a waiting room. I usually keep that one on, and then this one bring in automatically, I keep that one off. I haven't seen it work very consistently, so I keep that one off if I'm going to use a waiting room. If you don't want a waiting room, just turn it off and everything gets turned off. But I'm going to go ahead and keep that on. Meeting records, this is where you can have Gemini do some stuff. So if you have that access from Gemini, you can have Gemini take notes, transcribe the meeting, or even record the meeting. And so that's up to you if you want to be able to do that. If you do that, I usually have these on, and then I have the host and co-host get the sharing of those notes. And then I change the language to English, but that's up to you if you want to do that. Under guests, the ones you need to worry about are co-hosts and contributors. Co-hosts are exactly what it sounds like. They can co-host the meeting. They can start the meeting. Contributors is different. Contributors means that all the settings and the host controls does not apply to them, and they almost act like a co-host, but they can't start the meeting and they can't end the meeting. Breakout rooms, if you want to pre-set up breakout rooms, that's up to you. I don't usually set them up here. I do that in the meeting, and I'll show you what to do from there. And then lastly, I doubt you'll have the Gemini tab, but if you do, you can turn it on and have the meeting attendees ask Gemini. So as the meeting goes on, if someone misses something, they can actually go ask Gemini what they missed. And once you're done, click save. So from there in the hosting, you can add your guests like you normally can. Your location doesn't matter because it's on Google Meet. And any description that you want to add or notes that you want to attach can be done here as well. But once you're done filling out the events and you have it the way you want it, click save. And now I have a join with Google Meet. If there's anybody in this meeting that I didn't add and I want to email them the conference info, I can just copy that right here. Super easy. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. This concludes the setting up and securing the meeting for Google Meet. Have a great day.